23 for 35, 340 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, a rating of 116. That was not Patrick Mahomes' stat line. That was Aiden O'Connell's. So, I really don't want to say anything super mean right now. But to the people who told me in the comments and to the people who said in the Discord that the team would look the same, didn't matter who we started. Minshew's just as good as Aiden. Aiden can't be the guy. Blah, 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 blah. The same shit I heard every single time Gardner Minshew made a play. Every single time I thought about mentioning Aiden O'Connell. Off of a broken, surgically repaired thumb in Kansas City, Black Friday, 1 year ago, didn't complete a pass after the second quarter. He goes for 340, 2 touchdowns. We have a chance to win the game, if not for JPJ snapping the ball for no reason. What do you want me to say? That's a real quarterback. Every single person who said, stop complaining about the quarterback situation. This team sucks. It doesn't matter. Aiden's not that guy. And every single time he threw an incompletion, I went into the Raiders community on Bleacher Report, or I went to Chat Sports or Raiders Report, right? Mitchell's stream, and I looked in the comments, oh, Aiden's not the guy, Aiden's not the guy. 340! 2 touchdowns. Rusty? Who was the better quarterback today? Straight up. Who was the better quarterback? Whose quarterback had a special teams kicker miss 3 field goals? Answer the question, commenter. Oh, but it's one game. It's Black Friday. 30 million people watching in Arrowhead. Taylor Swift in attendance. The better quarterback today was Aiden O'Connell. And he made the anti-tank people sweat the whole game. And he made the Aiden is a statue people sweat the whole game. Because guess what he did? Move around in the pocket and make plays. How many games did we have where you saw the ball get pushed down the field with Gardner Minshew? 0? What would have happened if he started every game this season and Scott Turner was our play caller? How many wins would we have? And I get it. You want to have a higher draft pick. We all do at this point. It doesn't matter. Maybe that was the best case scenario for us, right? Be in a position to win the game but ultimately choke it away, and it wasn't even Aiden's fault, so I can't blame Aiden. Under 2 minutes to go at the 8-yard line, and he has us in easy field goal range for Daniel Carlson. And all this kid does is get shit from you guys. And all I hear is Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward. You think they could come in within their first 17 games and do that? Because Aiden is yet to play a full 16 or 17 game rookie schedule. You think any of the rookies right now could come in and throw for 340 without Devontae Adams, without a consistent running game, without a top 10 offensive line, and 2 touchdowns? You think any of those rookies can do this? You don't know ball then. You don't know football. Been watching this for 26 years. It's not rocket science. And I'm tired of it. No one's claiming that he's Tom Brady. The people who are mad that he didn't start from the get-go is that he was far and away the better quarterback. And if Gardner Minshew didn't break his collarbone, God knows if Aiden even starts this game on a short week. Surgically repaired thumb. What more do you need to realize why some of us have been saying we just want to see what he can do? He was better than the best quarterback in the league. God, you're so frustrating sometimes. I love you, whoever's watching, but you're so frustrating when you impulsively comment things. No one's saying he's Tom Brady, but it's frustrating when you don't play the best players. I don't know, man. We'd be 5-7 right now if he played, or 6-6. We'd be right in the thick of things if he started from day one. I don't know whose choice it was for him to not start, but they have some explaining to do. And he got sacked, and he got hit, and it didn't matter. And we missed 3 field goals. I don't really blame Carlson for any of those. Like the first one, he hit it well and it was short. So that was a 56-yarder or a 55-yarder. So the next one was the same distance or a little farther. So he had to really hammer and he pulled it right. And then the last one was 58 yards and he chunked it. I mean, it's not easy conditions for any kicker to kick. This most recent attempt we would have had at the end of the game was like a 50-yarder. I think he would have made that. We'll never know. And again, maybe this is good for our draft stock. But I stand by what I said. I don't know if any of these rookies coming out can do what he just did. Am I wrong? I'm sure you'll tell me I'm wrong. It's just one game. Okay. I saw him do it like 6 times last year. And now I cannot wait for where are the people that are going to go, well, he didn't complete a pass after the first quarter on Christmas Day. He's more competitive than Derek Carr was against the Chiefs with worse rosters without Devontae. I don't know, dude. Jackson Bowers-Johnson choked the game away. I don't know why he hiked the ball. Apparently, one of the guards told him to hike it. I don't know what was going on there. I didn't really even like the idea of running a play there. I kind of wanted to do like one of those scramble and throw it out of bounds to kill some clock. I wish you would have had that other timeout that Antonio Pierce burned to decide to kick a field goal, although I don't envy him for thinking about punting and then kicking the field goal, maybe going for it. I didn't know what to do in that situation. I think I would have gone for it. On that 4th and 11, I didn't expect the defense to get back-to-back 3-and-outs. And I was very critical of the defense early in the game, especially the way they were trying to handle Travis Kelce. But they stepped up in the second half. Again, back-to-back 3-and-outs. But again, and I'll say this tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern on Bleacher Report, if you lose the turnover battle, you seem to lose the game. And the first turnover in the whole game was that fumble at the end. And again, maybe it's the best case scenario for the pro tank people. I'm not in that group. There's nothing guaranteed with having the first overall pick or even the second overall pick, and now I'm not even sure that any of the rookies can go out and do what Aiden just did. 2 minutes to go, no timeouts, right down the field on maybe the best defense in the league, the best defensive coordinator of the last 20 years, right down the field. Derek Carr, 2016. And then in classic Raider fashion, they throw the game away. And I'm not going to apologize for kind of being hostile in the beginning of this because I've had so many people tell me, and they'll say, oh, well, it was the same result. It was the same result. Okay. How often does Carlson miss 3 field goals? How often, when the game is on the line, does the center just snap it to the quarterback? When you lose games with Gardner Minshew as your quarterback, you lose because of him. When you lose games when Aiden O'Connell's your quarterback, you don't lose because of him. He has you in position to win the game. So I don't want to hear it's the same result. He's going to make the pro tank people very nervous the rest of the season. How many games are left? 5? That's basically all I have to say. What else is there to talk about? Sincere McCormick, very good. Again, like these receivers like Bowers and Bowers has been good, whoever his quarterback is, but Trey Tucker sighting because we can throw the ball down the field. What's the use of a deep threat if you don't have a quarterback who can at least extend the play, and throw the ball down the field? Which is again why I've been saying this needs to be the starter. I don't know what else I need to do to convince you that I might know a thing or two at least about the quarterback position. And if you want to see my thoughts on these quarterbacks that are coming out, I finished my final rankings on the top 4, I believe. Shedeur Sanders, Cam Moore, Drew Aller, and Jalen Milroe. That is not the order in which I have them ranked. It's a Patreon exclusive video. I just uploaded my Jalen Milroe one. Patreon.com/ALLaBorde Raiders. Link is in the description below. Aidan O'Connell is a good quarterback. He just is. Sorry to the people who are rooting against him. Every time he makes a bad throw, it's like, oh, see? He's a 4th-round rookie still, basically. He's yet to play 17 games as a starting quarterback. And if he didn't get hurt in the Rams game, and if they fired Luke Getsy when they did anyway, we might have 5 or 6 wins right now. Tell me we wouldn't have beat the Chiefs with him playing in Vegas? Think about how hard this game was for any quarterback. 340. 2 touchdowns, no picks. Getting hit the whole game. Running game was all right. I like what I saw out of Sincere McCormick. But that's really all I have to say. I mean, I'm kind of tired of having to constantly explain my thought process on Aiden. Do I think he's Tom Brady? No. Do I think he can develop into a starter? Yes, I do. and he was out of sight, out of mind. But he's back now, and he's going to, again, make it very hard for us to be like, well, should we draft a quarterback, or should we just go Travis Hunter or Genty, the running back, and then just run it back again? This is why I wanted to start him the whole season to see exactly what we have. But now it's going to be the last 5 games, and he's going to have some ups and some downs, and people are going to go, well, maybe, I don't know. Is he doing that? And now we're still not going to know because we went with Minshew Mania. That's why you play Aiden O'Connell, to see what you have. And at the very least, you have a capable backup who can come in and win some games. And I think you have more than that. But I'm sure you've already made your mind up on it. There's no nuance or gray area with any opinions on the quarterback position. It's just he stinks or he's a Hall of Famer. We should draft somebody. Okay. We'll see what happens. Comment below your thoughts. Hit that like button or dislike button because I yelled at you. Please be sure to subscribe. It's free after on the charts to you. I love you guys. And I'll see you next time.